not placing your feelings into a trade, what are we basically saying? We're saying that in order for that not to take place, in order for that not to happen, right, what needs to be done? You need to get over a certain fear. You need to get over a certain way of thinking. You need to get over a certain way of understanding or acknowledging what could or couldn't have happened. Make sense? You with me, guys?
Yeah.
So you thinking and you knowing are two totally different things. When you know what the market's going to do, then it's no longer a thinking game. You're no longer thinking what the market's going to do. You know what the market's going to do. How do we get to a point where we know what the market's going to do?
Is when you understand what the market is doing.
Correct. Now, how do we take such principles into matters where we can actually do this work to a point where even if the manipulation comes into play, we are still not manipulated by it? Anyway, answer me. Come on, guys. Okay. Let's go to a chart. Right. You know we have double highs. We have equal highs, right? Everybody can see that, right?
Yes.
We have equal highs. If this was the situation currently happening, right? Let's look at this part of the market, right? This is happening now, right? This is happening in the market. Let's pretend that this is actually unfolding in the market, right? What are your thoughts at this level? Have you bought or are you waiting to sell? We're at the highest the market's gone. What are your thoughts?
I would say, Marco, it made a new high, which means it is a psychological area, point where the market came. So I would rather say if you are in the buy where all the green candles are up, you need to think now, is the market gonna go higher or is it gonna reject that level there?
Okay. Now, what would you be thinking? Now, you already know that the market fell. We all know that. We saw that. But what would your thoughts here be? This is psychology now, guys. What would your thoughts be? What would you be thinking right now? This is what's happening in the market right now. Right? We had the impulse, right? We had an impulse, we had a pullback, we had an impulse. What are you thinking is going to happen now?
That is gonna drop.
That we're going to probably have a reversal because we've had an impulse, a reverse, and now an impulse, right? So we're basically looking for a reversal, right?
Yes.
But now, how is your thinking? What are you thinking? Let's say you've analyzed this chart. What are you thinking? Let's say, guys, let's say you analyze this chart. What would you be doing right now at this moment? The market is up there. You've just created a new high.
I'd be selling.
You'd be selling.
I'd be looking for previous areas of support or resistance, and then looking to see if there's any patterns that I maybe might be able to figure out what other direction might be a possible goal. But yeah, I'd be wrong about looking at that.
Okay. So let's say you're now looking to sell this market. We're now looking to sell this market. The market has gone this far. This good. The market has gone this far. We haven't sold yet, but we're about there, right? In your head, guys. Now be honest with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. In your head, what are you thinking?
It's gonna keep on buying.
It's going to keep on buying. I would think the same thing. Who agrees with him that it would keep on buying?
Nah,
If you didn't know that the
Yes.
fall was about to happen, would you not keep on buying?
not really.
Oh, yes.
You would, right?
We're at an RB level.
Yes.
When do you tell yourself, no, this is not a buying market?
RB level.
When you look at the higher time frame,
When it creates equal highs.
So what are we looking for? We're looking for equal highs.
You're looking for a rejection.
I would look for the previous order block in a higher time frame, and I will decide after that.
Guys, we're on a 4-hour chart. Where's your higher time frame? A daily, a weekly? Where?
Daily.
The daily.
A daily. Why not go to a smaller time frame? Why a higher time frame?
High time frame shows direction.
Because then you can see what it's been doing for, basically you can see where it's been at, going up and down, checking where your support and resistance is and seeing where your supply and demand is.
Okay, so let's draw this out. This is our box. Agree with me? That's our box. This is where our emotions are at, correct?
Yeah.
That's where our emotions are at. Now, let's see where more confirmation comes in. You think it's going to come in on a higher time frame or a lower time frame?
Lower time
a
frame.
lower time frame. The higher time frame to confirm, then the lower time frame to substantiate what you're thinking on the higher time frame. So you probably go check it out on like a 15-minute or a 1 hour.
Okay, so I'm going to ask 5 of you guys to tell me which time frames to go to.
15 minutes.
First person, what time frame do I go to?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Let's go to a 15-minute chart. Right. On the 15-minute chart is our box. Right? That's our box. So let's say this is what we see now. It's still ranging.
Yeah.
What are your emotions telling you now? Remember, guys, this is all based on emotions. What are your emotions telling you now?
Gotta wait for it to break out the box to confirm if it's a sell or not. If it doesn't break out the box, then I'm not gonna sell them and keep on buying. If it doesn't
Fair
break
enough.
out down.
Fair enough. What box? What box? That box there?
Yeah, the one that, well, basically where it's ranging, I'll draw my box and then I'll go and look for the next, for the support, which would be just under there. So if you go up with your mouse,
Yeah.
right over there. Once it touches there, I'll wait, and if it completely goes through that, then I'll start selling.
Okay, so let's draw your line in. My question to you is, how are your emotions right now?
More down,
No? Further down?
more down. Because sometimes it just gives a fake breakout to catch you, and then
There?
it shoots up. No more.
Further down? So that's support there.
Yeah. So I'll wait for it to break through, retest, and then I'll enter the sell if I was going for a sell. If it goes down, touches, comes back up, I'll keep on buying until it confirms to me that it's broken through retest and keeping going down.
And what are your emotions telling you to do? What is your emotions telling you to do here? What gameplay are your emotions taking right now with you regarding this setup?
Marco, do you mean if you are already in a buy, are you asking that? Or you ask for when to sell or
You now like they've come to a new high, guys. Shit, I wanna get into this market. Your emotions are playing games on you. So your emotions.
I think at this point.
So at the moment, I'm on a swing.
Emotions.
Hold on, one person at a time.
You can go first.
I'm sorry. I think at this point, as a normal trader who probably doesn't know much, you say sell, sell, sell. What do you see it sell? Your emotions will tell you to sell at this moment.
Okay. So you agree that he's selling the market?
Yes.
Yeah.
What? So for
Why
me,
does this guy just pay for the full trading?
okay, hold on. How do you identify a sell here? How do you identify a sell here? Why would you be selling this market?
Marco,
what is telling you to sell the market? Come, guys.
I would say that we have like single highs, and then the market basically goes just above the previous high. Market is moving sideways. Liquidity, and then it will drop. Usually, I don't know if that's correct.
Oh, it's a fair reply. But guys, you're still not answering my question. My question is, what are you thinking at this point in time, and you want to get into this? You want to get into the next movement because you can see that something's about to happen. We've just created a new high. What is going through your head, guys? Be honest with yourself. What is going through your head? I can't help you if you're not honest with me. I can't help you if you're not going to be honest with me. What is going through your head right now? That is the price action right in front of you. That complete block. That is price action right now at this current point. What's going through your head?
Double top.
Double top.
It's going high.
It's not a double top.
How many of you guys are buying this market? Be honest.
Nah.
How many of you guys are buying this market?
You got an RB level.
So we have a few buyers.
I would never.
How many of you guys are?
No, I would never buy that high. Oh, this isn't. No, I thought this was live. This is now. Check the price now. So no, I go back on the previous analysis because I thought I was comparing it to what I'm busy doing live. But no, I would sell.
But now remember.
I would sell.
No, but now, guys, be honest with yourselves. You didn't know the market was going to sell. We didn't know this was going to take place. We've just created a new high. What are you thinking?
The market is buying. Buyer's market.
It's a buyer's market.
It's a seller's market.
Why is it a seller's market? Let's debate it, guys. Why is it a buyer's market and why is it a seller's market?
It's an uptrend.
Well, I would say they want to grab liquidity, so they would. Everyone's going. Most of your retail traders will be buying now, so your institutions are like, okay, well, now's the time to wipe these guys out. They're all going to push in for the buy. Let's give them a fake out. Let it just go a bit up. Let all jump, and then boom, we hit the down to 50%.
I agree.
Now we're thinking like them. That's what I wanted to hear. Now we're thinking like them. We're no longer thinking like retail traders. We're thinking like them. We know that there's a pool of liquidity at the top. That's why they created a new high, right? They created a new high because everybody knows that once a new high is created, that's the end of that impulse, and we can then see a correction in the market before a new impulse. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Correct. Now, this is exactly how they are thinking. Exactly what you said. They know that you've got your breakout traders that are just waiting to get that breakout, right? Or
Trend line.
we've got those traders that are just buying at that level of resistance. Because the market has created a new high, who's buying? The retail traders. Why? Because who's selling the market? Sorry about that. Who's selling the market? The retail traders. Why? Because they've learned to buy the market when it's high and sell the market when it's high and buy the market when it's low. You buy the highs. You sell the highs. You buy the lows. That's retail trading for you. Right. Now we start seeing this happen. What's your thoughts on the market now?
It's gonna break down.
Okay, so now we know that we are no longer part of the retail traders, right? We're no longer part of the retail traders. We are now working with passing this low. Are we really? Are we working on this low? Are we working on this low? Where are we waiting to take our trade? We need to enter, guys. We need to enter this trade. Where are we entering? Where are we entering?
So I would have waited for it to. I would have now obviously. So when I gave you that the support there, I was working on my live. I'm actually currently trading now. I would move it a bit up, and then I'd wait for it to break through to retest and confirm, and then I'll enter.
Where there?
No, but
There.
yeah.
Why there?
That for me, that is with okay. So where you go in, if you zoom in, you'd see where it was ranging before the actual move started. Yeah. So they're on your left, where that small little amount, where basically where they were waiting to decide what they were going to do. Then they pushed the price up, came down, pushed it up again, and now they're waiting. So
Talking about that there.
yeah, so I'd say they're coming back again to there, and then from there they would decide, okay, now we're going to push it down, or we're going to give them a fake out to the top, make them think it's going up, and then sell.
Okay, guys, this level becomes what now? A what?
Resistance.
Okay. ICT, we don't use resistance. What do we use?
Supply and demand.
Liquidation zone.
Well, yeah, liquidation zone and supply zone. So this would now be my zone. Agreed? Well,
Yeah.
there. Right. So now that I've got this confirmation, what's my next step? What am I looking for? I still have not entered. I still have not gotten an entry. Now, one is saying we're retesting this level, or we're waiting for them to make a decision at this level. How many of you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You agree with that? Okay. Now, what happens when the market comes back to this level? What are we expecting? Guys, what happens when the market comes back to a supply zone? What are we expecting?
For it to drop.
And when it drops, what does it find?
Demand.
Correct. Right. So now we're waiting for supply to find demand. But we need supply to first come into, tap into that level of supply in order for it to find demand. Right. So as price goes, you were saying we're going to see a decision being made. Right.
Yes.
Right. Guys, there's a retest and a level of
Support.
resistance. Huh? Yes, support, but again, also resistance turns into support.
Yes.
What are your emotions now? How about your emotions now? What are your emotions telling you? What is happening? You haven't entered the market yet. What do you want to do? What are you thinking of doing? Your emotions are playing games with you now. They're telling
If I
you
was
get in the market.
impatient, if I was impatient and I saw it respected that resistance, I would have entered for a buy.
Right. At least you're honest. So you would have ended for a buy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How many of you guys are with him that you would have ended with a buy?
Nah.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree too.
So nobody's really selling the market anymore. We're now believing that the market is going to break this previous high and create a higher high. Correct?
For me, I wouldn't look at it like that. I would have seen, okay, it respected the resistance, but it hasn't confirmed the full new move because it's not ranging enough and hasn't broken a box. I would have seen that as a scalping opportunity instead of a swing. Like,
Yeah, it's just went 50%.
Okay, so how many buys do we have?
I would be buying.
That's one.
I would be buying.
I'm buying.
I would be buying.
Buy. Five,
I'll be buying.
6. How many of you are just going to sit on your hands and do nothing?
Me, I'll wait for a sell day.
I will wait. I won't do anything.
I will wait too.
Why are you
I'm
waiting?
buying.
You're buying. So we've got buyers and we've got sellers in this house. Beautiful. We all know that the market should come back to this level, right?
Yes.
Are you waiting for that?
No, I would have taken partials halfway already because I'm still waiting for it to confirm that. I'm still waiting for that drop. So I would have taken profit off, partial profits, and then I would have set normally I set my stop loss to entry then, and then I hold.
Okay.
If it breaks up, then I enter further. If it comes, it's a stop loss, I break even and then wait for the downward movement.
Okay.
I would wait. I would wait because the market is still, I think, is still in consolidation, and in that box there is not much that, unless if you want to, scalp. But at this moment, I would wait.
Why have none of you guys mentioned the higher time frame?
Because we already looked at it previously.
But we just got previous data. New data. Let's see this box on a higher time frame.
Why doesn't this guy just get bar
This
replay?
paints a better picture for you. Now what would you be doing?
Just get bar replay, dog.
Look at that 50
Oh,
minutes.
Yeah, some pay for full subscription.
what?
Paying you.
I will still scalp trade and then still wait for the move because it still hasn't confirmed the up or down yet on that.
How many of you guys would be selling looking at that?
I wouldn't sell yet.
You wouldn't sell yet. Why not?
No. Because that market, because it hasn't confirmed the sell for me yet. You can enter the sell there, and then they decide, okay, we're going to take it back up to the support, and you're like, oh shit, I've already lost so much, close. And then when you close up there, then they're like, okay, thank you, we've taken your money, now we will drop it back down. You're like, fuck, I should have kept it.
It's making higher highs and higher lows, so I would never.
Structure hasn't broken.
Making higher highs and higher lows, right?
Yeah, correct.
So If it's making higher highs and higher lows, we're expecting it to make a higher high.
That's right.
Right? So everybody would be buying.
I would have been buying. Yeah.
Right. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. And where are we? We're up there. We're probably getting what? We're getting that. There. Probably looking at that now. Right? What are you thinking? Look at that chart carefully. Look at that chart carefully, yeah?
On 1318, just before the consolidation, there could we say that's a order block? Everything above is a buy, everything below is a sell.
You could say that. Well, I could say that. But my trading and your trading are not the same. What are you thinking?
I would still hold because it hasn't confirmed the sell to me yet. So I'd still hold my buy.
So you still hold your buy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're holding buys until where's our confirmation?
So as I said, I would have taken partial profits at 50% of that on the way back up to support, set my stop loss to entry, and then once it comes back down and it hits my stop loss and breaks through and comes back up to retest, then I confirm okay to sell.
Okay. Now, guys, is it only me or do you see equal lows?
Yeah. There's no low and low, they all are high and low. They're all equal, basically.
Right. What does it mean when we have equal lows?
Range.
Buy.
Right?
Mm.
It means buy. Everybody agree?
It's a ranging market.
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, take for cruise, it means buy. So we all know that we've got perfectly equal lows, right? So we're gonna buy. But where are you buying to?
I have no idea about that.
If you buy from the equal low, you buy to the supply zone.
Correct. So now, look at how this works out. Now we're buying to the supply zone. Then that happens. What's your emotions telling you? What are you now you're like, what the how? What the how? Right? Right?
Yeah.
Now what? Now what are you thinking? Because now you bought.
To get out of the buy because of the resistance.
Okay.
So, as I said, I would have set a break even. So it would have been my stop loss gone down. But now I would go down to a lower time frame to see if it's turning that support into resistance or not.
Guys, why didn't you look at this price action on a lower time frame? Why wouldn't you look at this time? Why wouldn't you look at this price action on a lower time frame?
Can I ask you something, Michael?
Yeah.
At this moment, for me, I think if I had bought, I would not have held until the supply zone. I would have held until 50% or until the mitigation, somewhere there. Then, after that, I will take my profit. maybe half of my profit. Then if I had held my positions, when it drops below the previous equal what you call equal highs, I mean equal lows, I mean
Equal lows, yeah.
yeah, I would have held because I would know that it's probably a manipulation of the market.
Now, guys, let me show you something. Who wants to see what this candle data holds? You guys want to be shocked.
Go to 15 minutes.
I want to see.
Yeah, show us.
15 minutes.
Let's just go to a 1 hour
15
and
minutes.
look at what that candle alone, what data it was holding.
So what are you doing? Top-down analysis now. Is this supposed to be top-down analysis?
You can see what happened here.
Double top, break, retest.
Where exactly?
Looks like they tried to trap the buyers.
Exactly. So why the hell would you be buying? Unless you're still trading like retail traders.
Give us an example of how they try to trap the buyers, please.
So you see before the down movement, you'll see the buy candle, the bullish candle there. What happened is they went down, it's still coming up, guys. It's all okay, cool. It's now an hour long now that it's going up. It's gonna turn into a buy. People pumped in and then they just dropped it. Like if you see the biggest drop happened, the biggest bearish happened
Let me show you something.
immediately after that. That's
Everybody was buying. Everybody was buying at that retest. Right? Everybody was buying, right? And as soon as the market came down here, everybody was selling. Buyers got taken out, and everybody who was trying to sell the market got taken out over here. Can you all see that?
Yes.
So you bought the market, they took you out. You sold the market, they still took you out. So now how do we kind of like, you know, I don't know, make sure we don't get into such situations? Guys,
Waiting for the confirmation.
where's the confirmation?
Breakout and retest.
A what?
Breakout and a retest.
Why break out in a retest? Let's go to a lower time frame. Now, what is it showing you? Remember, that was one big down candle. What is it showing you now? What happened here, guys?
Price compressed there.
What happened?
I say it's like a construction box. The price, candles are small, all are small. There was a decision making there.
Exactly. And can you see it exactly at 50% mitigation, the market fell. Guys, what I'm trying to tell you is you need to look at your time frames. Don't just look at a big candle on a 1 hour and say, oh my gosh, that candle's going down. Look at what happened in that candle. That way, these guys won't play with your emotions. You understand? They wouldn't have played with my emotions yet. I would have known what to do. And I feel like everybody else now would have known what to do. Right?
Yeah.
Who was going to buy this market?
Yes.
Nobody. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, my question is, what is still to come? What is still to come? What are we still waiting for? We've created a new high. What are we waiting for, guys?
So we're waiting.
No, you can go.
After
waiting.
the
I think a big move to the upside.
Okay. Let's see. The market continues, and then there we go. What happened here, guys? What do we call this?
is the expansion level.
Consolidation.
We can now take this away. It's no longer valid. Right. So these are levels. Can everybody see that? The puzzle's coming together. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody see how this puzzle's coming together. So now we all saw that at this level, right, at the mitigation phase, the market fell. We now had a contraction box. What happened at this level?
Decisions was made.
A decision was being made. Right? They then pushed price lower. They decided, they said, okay, fine. Are we going to buy price at this level? No, we're not. Are we buying price at this level? No, we're not. Bank said, okay, fine. Can you buy price at this level? No, we're not. The bank said, okay, this is our final offer. We can't go any lower than that. Fine. We'll buy price at this level. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So does everybody understand how this works? The lower, you see, the movement really happened. The movement actually happened over here. But they made the final decision over here. But they had already agreed on price at this level. They already agreed on price here. And then the confirmation came in over here. Who do you think was stepping? Exactly. Who do you think was stepping in over here?
Buyers.
Institutions.
Smart
Yes,
money.
exactly. Hedge funds, investors, all of them, they're all stepping in over here. But now, again, what are we still waiting for?
A retest.
A retest to where?
Price to come back.
Supply.
We are waiting for price to come back where business starts.
Back to supply. Price still needs to come back to the supply zone.
Okay.
And if supply don't turn into demand, then I will sell down.
All right. Now look what happened. Can you see how this level keeps getting
Respect.
this level keeps getting guys coming in and making decisions. And you see that at this exact level, even if we didn't draw this box in, the market still respected where price started, all the way from down there, where price started, and they moved price back up to
Supply.
supply. Right? Now, we can see that again at this level, we got a reaction. What happened? Back up into
Supply.
Supply again.
the supply zone. So every time it got into the supply zone, what were you doing?
Selling.
It's selling off.
No, but what were you doing? You were putting in a sell position.
Yes.
Everybody with me? Right. Now, if we went to a higher time frame, we can now see what took place. They made a decision over here, they pushed price up. Made a decision over here, pushed price down. Made a decision over here, pushed price up. Made a decision over here, pushed price up. But your main movement was the supply zone. Why did we know that they were going to come back here? What was waiting here for them that they would never leave?
Money.
Its liquidity orders was there.
Unfair price.
Unfair price was.
Because you know what? Me, you, everybody, we were all trying to sell at these levels. And we did, right? We sold. But now, if we are not trading our stop losses, where's our stops? If we bought over here, where's our stops? Give or take somewhere over there. Another one probably, if we were buying over here, stop loss plus minus somewhere over there. Right? So now, what were we looking for? What can you see, guys? What did we see over here that we're seeing now over here? Come on, guys.
They picked up liquidity.
No. What is happening over here?
It is the sellers trying to buy again.
Equal high.
Exactly. Equal highs. That's all we were looking for. That's all we were looking for was equal highs. I didn't care about anything else. My supply zone was complete when I got equal highs, and the highest candle, right? The highest candle to my order block, right? The highest candle to my order block came in to complete that level of supply. We have an order block. That next candle is equal to my previous order block. Make sense? Who's with me here? Had an order block over here. My previous candle came right up to where my previous order block was, at my supply zone. This automatically told me that I'm selling off the market. My order block, my supply zone was complete. I had equal highs, and the fact that my order blocks met the supply zone That was a perfect acknowledgement that, listen, we are selling this market now. I'm not even waiting for a retest, nothing. I am selling this market, and that's when I get a sniper entry. I enter right there. I'm like, I am selling this market. Why? Right? Because I have so much confirmation. It only made sense that these guys wanted to continue to come over here because we had a whole massive pool of liquidity. And every time they came in here, everybody started to sell. Right? But not once did they give us equal highs. Not once did they give us equal highs. And then all of a sudden, the measurement of my order block is the equal high to my downfall. And from there, that was the end of it.
Right.
I remember argument with Session about it. He said he's gonna buy, then you told him, let's see what happens if you buy. And Marco went down. I remember this move like it was yesterday, Marco.
But can everybody see that
Bunch of suck-ups.
how going through different time frames showed me different data, and different data played a different role in my setup? But what played the biggest role?
Supply zone, I would say.
No, but what I'm saying, what played the biggest role here? My thinking, my emotions.
Makes sense.
You understand? Because at this level, I was buying, but my emotions weren't being played around with because I knew that I needed to come back to my supply zone. So I was ready for this regardless. I was ready for this. I was even ready to buy from level to level, level to level, level to level until my supply zone was matched. And once I got those equal highs, it was over. I was selling, Session was buying. It is what it is. And that was that. But guys, can we all see how all these different pieces of the puzzle came together, but your biggest downfall over here was your psychology. Because
So with me again, my psychology. So I've now, especially now with the last, let's say, 2 weeks, I'll catch the scalping. So I'll build up nice liquidity in between, build my account, and then always for some like just because I doubt the move, I end up missing the big move. And I catch all the little moves, but then I end up missing that big move because I doubt my setup.
why?
Because I let the little moves try. Then I start looking at what the little moves are doing, and it ends up changing my thinking. Where if I stuck to the original move and I didn't factor in the little scalping I'm doing in between, yeah, that's what ends up changing. And then I'm like, okay, wait, let me hold. And by the time I confirm, then it's too late. And the moves are basically 50% of the moves happened, and then I catch the last 50% of it.
Okay. Guys, what happened here?
Demand zone.
It was a demand zone turned into supply.
Exactly. What happened there? What happened then?
Demand was feeding supply, I would say.
So
The demand zone support, yeah.
And you see how all of this can help you.
Yeah, that's why you posted buy until 13,400, because if you see there's another demand to turn to supply and then dump.
Yes.
Yeah.
But can you see that how simple things just like this, equal highs and equal lows. Here we had equal lows. Market went up. At that same level, we got the retest and market dumped. Equal highs, market fell. Simple, simple, simple things.
So like with that big dump that happened there,
Yeah.
that dump I only caught halfway because so I was scalping in between, and then I was like, and then when I saw it break, I thought, okay, cool, it went up, it's gonna retest, and then I waited for it to come down to confirm, and then it just kept on dropping, and I jumped in, like I said, I only caught 50% of it, where I would have made a lot more, and I would have had a safer entry if I stuck to the original move.
I want to show you guys something. Who can see equal lows? Besides the one I brought out, who can see equal lows?
There where your arrow is just to the right, let's say.
And down, yeah.
There. What happened at that level?
It was support and into resistance, or resistance and into support, I would say.
But what happened?
As expected.
What was this? It was a level where supply turned into?
See, yeah.
Demand.
Exactly. What do we have here? We had them make a decision, and at this exact level, we got our equal lows. But not only that, our supply turned into demand, right, to the downside. And where did this all happen? Where did this all happen? Look at that, guys. It all happened when business started. So can you see I had one confirmation, right? One confirmation. Let's say I was going to take it. Let's say I took this trade over here, right? We're now waiting for this market to come back into this zone in order to sell it off, right? Right? So we're waiting for supply to come back into demand, and then automatically will then sell off, which happened right over here. However, though, as much as that happened, right? What happened over here? What is this? What is that, guys? Hey?
Zone.
Guys, say something. We knew that the minute the supply zone came back to tap into this level, we would then dump. And the minute from this level, the market came back into that level once again, the market would
Drop.
dump. It's not that difficult. it making more sense?
Yeah.
So all we were waiting for really was this movement to finish. And obviously played around here, right? But the main movement that we were waiting for was the supply zone for our indication to sell.
I would say the biggest issue with that whole move was just being able to sit on your hands and wait
Psychology.
and not be impatient.
Yeah, psychology. This is what this class is all about. Psychology. Learning when to get into the market and learning when to wait. And learning to not get overwhelmed by your emotions. Oh my gosh, there's going to be a buy. I want to get in. No, just sit on your damn hands. Oh my God, there's going to be a sell. Just sit on your damn hands.
So something that's been working for me as well since I joined you is I set notifications instead of watching the chart all the time because that's when I start catching on shit when I keep on watching the chart.
That works.
I'll set notifications that when it gets closer to a level that I'm interested in, then I'll start watching the chart.
Fair enough.
But Mark doesn't pay for the full
Guys,
trading view, so he doesn't know what you're talking about.
This is all I was waiting for. Right? We saw that this market came into this supply zone. That's all I was waiting for, was for the market to come back into that supply zone. Even if I sold over here, right, I still would have sold the market. But what do we all know? The first touch is never the real move. It's always the second move that we will take seriously.
Okay, so once it gets to the supply zone, we're going to drop on lower time frames. Where do we enter specifically?
All right, nice question. Let me show you. So
15 minutes.
What you want to do, right? What you want to do is when you're at a 5-minute chart, right? What you're looking for is that same area, this exact same area, right? This exact same area. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for any level of resistance to turn to support.
Okay.
Sorry. Any resistance should turn into resistance, basically. So,
what?
Let's say the market went up, came down, went up, right? Where what we were looking for was a level like this. Well, this is previous data, gosh. But yeah, that's where we would have entered. Okay. But can you see we didn't get equal highs?
Yes.
So this is already telling me that the market's not going to sink. Can you see how they talk to you? Can you see how the language talks to you? We can already see that they're not going to sink. Right? They're not going to sink. Why? Because they haven't identified it. We're looking for certain movements, certain patterns within our understanding of what this market should be doing and should not be doing in order for us to take a trade. So let's go to a 1-hour chart. Let's just go to those equal highs quickly so we can mark them in and we can show you what we would have looked for at this exact level. So we would have had our equal highs trade at this
Nice.
level. Would have now looked for an entry. Right. So now, right, we could have entered the minute it came to pick up liquidity. The minute it came to pick up liquidity, right, all I'm waiting for is it to break the low.
Okay. The last non-low.
It broke that low, created a low, created another low. The fact that it broke that low, I was in. Forget what was happening over here. I'm here. 5 minutes. This low gets broken. I enter. No questions asked. I'm waiting for a simple piece of structure to be violated. That's it. A simple piece of structure to be violated. And because I've had my equal highs and I've had so many more confirmations, right? This is just the tip of the iceberg to get in.
Marco, are you explaining an entry point now? Because I had a breaking transmission now, man. I didn't hear anything.
Yes. So I was saying that all we're waiting for is a low, a piece of structure to be broken. That's it. I'm looking for nothing more. So the minute the market went up, right? The market created a low, went up, created a low, went up, created an even higher low, went up, created an even higher low, right? So what was I waiting for? This low to be broken. That low was then retested. Higher to be here, and that would have been my entry. And that was that. The rest was freaking history. Simple as that. If you want to see what was actually happening over here, let me jump to a smaller time frame. Okay, now I guess it's going to take a long time to go to where we were. Why is it so slow though? I feel like trading these really slow. Is it just me or is trading view like really slow?
That's it slow.
Can't even see the rest of the data. Where's the rest of the data?
It's 1 minute, bro.
Like, where is it?
Oh my god.
Wow. So much for trading view. Sure. Trading view is trash.
It's fucking 1 minute. What do you expect? 1 minute can't call that far.
So that was my entry right there. broke the low,
Mm.
came back, retested the low, and we then fell.
Okay.
You with me? Everybody with me?
Yeah.
Did you enter at the third candle or the second one?
To be honest, when I took the sell, and everybody who was there with me knew that I entered at that liquidity grab. You could have entered on a higher time frame, like a 15 minutes, but I prefer the 5-minute chart definitely for entry. But the minute the market came down to reject this, automatically knew that they were picking up a lot of liquidity. And the only reason they actually did the second move, so this was the first move, why do you think they came back and spiked up? They'd already picked up liquidity. What happened? Look carefully, guys. What happened?
The buyers thought the market was going higher, so they stopped them out.
Take out sellers' stop losses.
Yeah.
So they don't ride the wave with them.
So you were buying, stops get taken out. First time, you sell, stops get taken out second time. But not only that, what else? What did they need to do in order to dump?
They try to sell.
No. What did they need to do in order to dump? What had to have happened?
Get people to buy them all.
Price needed to become fair.
Balance, right.
Price needed to be fair in order for them never to come back to that level again. And that's what happened.
Michael?
Yeah.
Sorry. You see that spike where you said that's where you entered? There where the price was becoming fair, correcting to be fair?
Yes.
Where you said you entered?
Yeah.
I sometimes check the market and wonder if it's wise for me to wait for that spike and then enter. Just that I wouldn't know when to enter, but most of the time I would want to enter at that point, but I would
well, you must always take into consideration that they will never leave, especially on a lower time frame, they would never leave price to be unfair, because automatically this means that they need to come back up to this level. So why come up to this level? Like I said, this was the liquidity grab, right? This was the liquidity grab. This was the first move.
Yeah.
Right? This was the first move. That was the second move. Which move was real?
Second.
The second one.
The same as we saw on the higher time frame. It wasn't the first move, it was the second movement that dropped the market, that pushed the market down. So you need to look at, if we have imbalance at this level, when the market, let's say we saw this happening now, right? We automatically knew that there was another movement to take place. They could not have dropped. There was imbalance in the market. They would never allow such. So what happens? The market needed to come up, clear out that imbalance, and then drop. Because then regardless, right? Regardless, we had imbalance over here. We have imbalance. We have imbalance all over here. You understand? They didn't tap into the imbalance, and a lot more imbalance, but sooner or later, we knew that they would, right?
They were yeah.
We knew that they would. Just a matter of time before they come back to clear out this imbalance. You understand?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. But so we automatically know that. That's why I said, you know, they would come to 14,000, give or take, because anything above that is irrelevant to them. There's no imbalance. If they wanted to make the market fair, they would need to come to this level.
Okay.
With me?
Yes. So part of what you're saying when it comes to entry is
Basically there.
after looking at that.
There's your imbalance on this time frame.
So in terms of entering, we also got to look at the imbalance aspect of it, and not only the
100%.
lows or highs being broken.
No, you're looking at why. You, like I said, you need to think like them. Why? Why would they go up there? What is their reason? I mean, if they're not going to fall, why are they going up? What is there? There's money. This is money, guys. This is money. This is money for them. The more imbalance there is in the market, the more money there is. Because you must remember, those are orders. Those are insufficient orders. Insufficient order flow is at that level. Insufficient price, unfair price is at that level. And we're not talking about a few hundred rands or a few 100,000 rands. No, we're talking about a few trillions. Do you understand? But because as they started to fall, they created more and more imbalance. So the only thing left for them to do is basically come back up. And after coming back up, oh my God, let's go to a higher time frame. This isn't working. Right? After coming back up, we can see now that as they came down, well, they've created a whole lot more imbalance. Fair, so we could even mark this one out now because they probably won't even come to that level yet. So now if we look, right, what are we looking at? We're looking at this level. Right? Well, not yet. So right now we don't really have imbalance over here, right? But if we look further down, there's insufficient price. There's insufficient price. That price was cleared up. We've got some unfair price over here. It'll probably come tap into. That unfair price over here was cleared out. Do you understand? So now we can see where they're most likely going to go to. Right? So for now, we can say that they're going to come down to probably this level. Right? Clear out that price before going higher. However, though, where else do we have insufficient price?
Coming here. This is where you're coming.
Over there.
Coming here.
Where else? And over there. It's not perfect, but yeah, you get you understand.
So, Marco, the way I see it, you are marking all these big institutional candles out, all these big bearish
Yes.
and these big bullish candles.
Yeah.
So
Because this is imbalance.
that is what you're also looking at. If you're going to swing this trade, that where will a return point be? Either the order block
100%.
or the imbalancing, I would say.
Yes. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for as much confirmation as possible. And these guys will give it to us if we just look. You understand?
Yes, I was looking at the mentorship where you were posting these things, but I didn't understand it really. But now that you explain it, it makes more sense now.
Who can explain to me what imbalance is? So we can get them out of the way.
Unfair price.
in the market.
How do we draw it? Okay, how do we draw it in?
When two, it's a connection between 2 wicks that separates a body candle.
Just like I've drawn them in here.
Yeah.
Correct. Now, why you see, that's the thing. The market doesn't like things like this. The market hates it. Price must be fair for everybody. Now, when we say unfair price, what does it mean when we say unfair price?
Buyers and sellers are not equal.
Correct. Meaning that at this level, sellers have more opportunities to get in to a point where buyers and their orders were neglected. Understand? So we now have orders over here and orders filling up over here and orders down here and orders down here and orders down here and more orders down here. So in order to make it fair, those orders need to be collected. The question is, are they going up, then down, or are they going down, then up?
Going down then up.
However, though,
It's down then up.
one of the two has to happen. Because at this level, we can then expect the market to dump.
How would I do that though? Alright. Okay, I can see it.
Everybody who's saying, yo, Nasdaq is going for a high,
If we go up
you
here,
are wasting your time. The minute Nasdaq can bounce off this level, I will say yes. But as long as they go up, creating inefficient price, it will still need to come back down before going back up. Have you realized that when the market goes up, it makes sure that it takes out all that unfair price before creating a new high? Go look at any new high created. You will find no imbalance to the upside. Nothing. It would have cleared it all out. Make sense?
So prices to be fair.
Yeah.
So price has to be fair before it can move any further.
Correct. It doesn't help for a market to be imbalanced because then you must remember now that if a market is imbalanced, then we'll obviously have conflict now because you now have buyers that will be saying, well, you know what, our orders weren't fulfilled. We've got investors, we've got hedge funds. Guys, it's not going to happen. They will definitely come and collect those orders. Even if that's to consolidate for the whole damn month. But those orders will be collected. So now that you see, now that we can see where the market wants to go, this is just in a direction. So now we can say, okay, fine. So we're going to mark out that level and this level. And now this level is actually a supply side. Right? You with me? So if the market comes back, the market needs to come back to this level, and then we get done. So now you tell yourself, okay, fine, I'm sitting on my hands until the market comes back down to this level. Or you put in your sell orders, or sell stop orders, sell stop orders, and as soon as the market comes to this level, you are now triggered.
Sell limit.
Right? Why? Who can see what happened at this level? What happened at this level? Every time
Sell limit.
Market got to this damn level, what happened?
Sold.
Guys, look at that.
It either buy or it sell.
It either bought or it sold.
Yes.
Right. Now we have that level. What happened at that level? I want to tell you, I want you guys to understand why I'm saying we will buy to 14,000 once it hits 13,500. Now, what happened at that level?
At that level, it sell from the supply zone.
Nothing more than something happened at that level. Sellers are taking control of that whole supply zone, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So now, if this wasn't the outcome, then the only other thing that can happen is this, guys. Can you see why now I said at the bounds at a level as such, right? It only makes sense now, right? Because we've got inefficient price, we've got orders that need to be collected. So this could very well happen while they come and close off price. So we came in from this level, market fell. Came into this level, came into this level, might go into this level, might come up into this level, might go back down into this level.
Come in here.
It goes.
Yeah.
And at this level, you can see the market starting to sell off again. So basically we have a W and then we have a M. But can you see how once you learn what the market's actually going to do, and we're no longer trading like retail traders, we can actually already tell what the market is probably going to do within the next week or so. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can see where the market would want to come to, right? There's not much of a choice. We dumped at this level. So if we dumped at this level, it's only a matter of time before we come back to this level. You with me?
Yes.
But now, obviously, that's not going to be the complete movement. We obviously know that. We know how the market works. So, could it be history repeating itself where the market will come in down to this movement, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, right? Up, down, and there you can see 13,500 up to 14,000.
My God.
We had a W, we had an M. What else? What do you see here, guys?
See head and shoulders.
Correct. What else?
Double bottom.
Correct. What else? Can you guys send me confirmations you're getting from this? Can you guys see where I'm going with this? Can you see how this helps you? Because you now have an understanding of how this market works. Your emotions are no longer being played with because you now know that these guys are probably going to do this before they do that, and do this before they do that. You with me?
Yeah.
You guys learned something today.
A lot.
Yeah, always learn something new.
Yes.
So that's my biggest concern for everybody in most of the groups is the psychology. And you guys are already here. You see, that's the issue. You see, the people who move to the advanced group might not have the psychology. You guys came to the right place because you guys are going to understand how these guys are going to play with your emotions. Because you see, the guys in the advanced group will want to be, yes, tomorrow I'll take them through wipe off and everything, but it doesn't help me taking you through wipe off if you can't even pull the trigger on the trade.
No, I currently got a swing running. So right at the bottom there where it's 1, 2, 96. I entered at 12950. Just as went up, I'm still holding that. I'm holding it all the way up to that to 114.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah. So that's what I've actually perfected that now. Swing trading. It's now just getting this intraday trading, more the daily trading.
Yeah.
Getting that right.
But you see now, it still comes down to entry. And you see, entry is not shown in an advanced class. You should already know entry. You should already know psychology.
So I see that the beginner class again.
Yeah, that's why a lot of the guys went to the beginner class, because they knew that now they're going to learn everything over again, right? But obviously with no interruptions, no back and forth. We can get through this, get it over and done with, and move on.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the most successful group in the whole 3 groups.
Probably. You know why? Because you guys are learning psychology. You guys are learning, how to make sure these fucking institutions and banks and these market movers don't play with your emotions. The advanced group is going to learn wipe off, yay, great, but they're not going to learn how to control the emotions. That all happens in this group.
I think for me also, Marco, I was frustrated over the last few weeks, I would say, is not getting my entries right. And last week, I started to see things now in a different way. And what it does actually, it makes me calm now. I don't wake up in the morning and want to take a trade. I need to see where the market is. That is where I would say my psychology is moving away from me, because I'm not rushing the market anymore.
Yeah, you're waiting for the market to come to you.
Yes, it is frustrated in a sense that you can't pull the trigger, I would say. If you pull the trigger, you buy, the market sell. If you sell, the market buy. If you can't get rid of that thing, then your emotions will not get rid of you.
Sure, 100%. But that's the thing. So, but at the end of the day, if you think about this, if we just waited and sat on our hands, would we have emotions if we knew that we just waiting for the market to get to this level? Would we have emotions?
No.
Would we have emotions if we knew that we're just waiting for the market to get to this level? Would we have emotions?
No.
Would we have emotions if we were waiting for the market to get to this level? And then this level? Would we have emotions?
Well, because you know now how the market should play out now.
Here we go. When you don't know what the market's going to do, that's when you have emotions. Because now you're stumbling and you're like, oh my gosh, what the hell is the market doing? What the hell is this, man? I was buying, I was selling. This is bullshit. It's a scam.
More like gambling.
Yeah. Why? It is a gamble if you don't know what the hell you're doing. 100%. You can't go play blackjack if you don't know how to play blackjack. You can't go and gamble. I mean, I can't go and gamble away my house or houses or properties unless I knew what I was doing. Otherwise, it's a gamble. You understand? Otherwise, there's no risk management. Now, obviously, we'll get into risk management in the next session, but at the end of the day, we need to get over the fact that you cannot be scared of the market. Stop running to the damn market. Let the market run to you. Let the market come to you. This is you. This is you.
So, Marco, I just want to ask your...
This is you. Let the market come to you.
just want to ask some advice here, right? So this morning I took, actually from Friday, I took a long on gold. So I ended up with 50 grand in my account. So I closed it off this morning, and then what happened was I said I'm not going to trade for the rest of the week because I have very good target. So I started marking out levels on Nasdaq, what it's going to do and what it's not going to do and everything. But now I've been watching the market and I've been trying to see, okay, what's the market going to do without trading? Is that a good strategy to keep? So basically, to help with patience, or would I rather get into a demo and start doing it in a demo?
No, because you're gonna start having a fear of missing out.
Yes, that's what I want to control.
So then you shouldn't be on the charts.
Okay.
If you hit your targets,
right,
close your laptop and don't look at it for the rest of the week.
Oh, okay.
That way, you're now strengthening your mindset to a point where you now know that if I do 1, 2, 3 and I hit my target, I don't trade the rest of the week.
I see. So even during this learning stages of ours, it's not because I'm doing it more like now, as if now I'm learning, not how do I say? It's like going to soccer practice, but not going to play in a match, basically.
Yeah, that doesn't help because now you want to play in the match.
I get what you're saying.
You want to start kicking the damn ball. You understand? And that's the problem when it gets to a point where it becomes so addictive that you can't help but get into the market.
Okay.
So that needs to get taken away.
Okay.
You understand? And that's where now your risk management plan comes into play. But I'll go over that in the next session so you can then see how to actually work around such situations.
I see.
Where risk is now being taken to a point where it's risk that you can't take, but yet want to take. And again, it's all psychological.
Okay, thanks, buddy. Thanks for that.
No stress. Any questions, guys? Questions? So everybody understands everything.
Absolutely. I have a question. I want to know when you wake up in the morning and you see a setup, do you take that trade or you wait for market open at 3:30?
What? Man, I can trade at 5 a.m. Never mind fucking 3:30. What? Nobody has time for 3:30, man. I mean, what? Waiting for the US Open, please, man.
Yeah.
What? Makes no sense. No. What you do is when you analyze, you will see where there's a possibility for a setup. That could take place in the Asian sector. That could only open up the door in Asian session or London Open. You understand? So I can't wait for the US Open. Just because I'm trading Nasdaq based on US, it doesn't mean that I have to wait for the US Open. Obviously, it's going to become a lot more vulnerable, and it's going to become a lot more. How can I say this? Like
volatile.
What's the word I want to use here? Like it's going to be a lot more. How can I say?
Vulnerable.
You're gonna see a lot more volume. There we go.
Yeah.
Basically, you're gonna see a lot more volume in the US Open.
Yeah.
Understand? Because it's a US market. Understand? Because it's a US market, you're gonna see a lot more volume. And it's just like I said, you see, just before they want to close, they want to come clear that imbalance. I knew it. Look at what's happening there, guys. Can you see that?
Yeah.
They want to clear that imbalance before they can do anything in the Asian Open. So they'll clear imbalance piece by piece.
what I've noticed at like 3:30 when the market opens is that you'll get that initial push, that impulse leg, and maybe it'll be like 3 candles on a 15-minute time frame, or maybe 3 candles on a 1 hour time frame, and you'll get a lot of imbalance, and then immediately you'll get that pullback, which is obviously the price coming back to full and make price even. So like that's often times when I get in because I know like I'm off get that push, I'll get nice long imbalance candles, and I know I can take advantage on the pullback on those because obviously price will be returning obviously to come back to its
But can you? Yeah, but now can you see? Can you see that because the markets are about to close, they need to make price even, so that when Asia comes in for their session, price is fair. Because it doesn't help for them to come in and then there's unfair price in the market. So they'd rather make price fair so that when Asia comes in, price is fair. There's no conflict. Price is fair. I hope I've made a lot of sense, guys. I hope you guys have taken notes and I hope you've learned, and I hope you guys go out there. Yeah.
When you were starting up in your learning process, were you back testing a lot or you were focusing more on structure?
I was back testing everything. I had no life, man. I had no freaking life. Nothing. There we go. They're clearing out that imbalance. There they go. Great. Yeah. So I had no life. Nothing. No life. Nothing whatsoever.
So you should also try it, like to not have life.
Yeah, well, maybe. I had no life. I basically I slept the charts, ate the charts.
You devoted yourself.
Yeah, man.
Well, I tried it, and I was like a zombie, and then I crashed my car into like a store. So nah, that's work for everyone.
Hectic.
Marco, you have accomplished like everything in three or 4 months.
Wow. What's that?
Did you like accomplish everything like in 3 or 4 months when you like had no days off?
It took me about 6 months. I do a 6 months course because I've accomplished what I've accomplished in 6 months, and I feel like since I can do it, and I believe everybody else can do it if they dedicated. If they dedicated the way I am or I was, then they too can have the same outcome. 100%.
Is your win-loss ratio consistent every month with Nasdaq? Because I know it can change according to market conditions.
Oh no! Sometimes like this month, I think I've only made about 3.5 bars.
Wow!
But then last month, remember, I made 10 bars. Million.
Jesus.
Last month you made 10.
Yeah, I remember last month I posted and I had made 10 bars. So
you're angry, eh?
I was trying to prove a point. So yeah, that was 10 bars. Whereas this month's been quiet. I've made about 3, I think, probably close to 3.5, not even 3.5, like 3.3 maybe, 3.2.
And you're sitting, you're actually sitting. Okay, it's gone.
What's the end goal for you? Do you ever see yourself retiring, or you feel like you're gonna go into 80s? You're still trading.
I'm gonna go trading till I'm 90, man. I swear, yo. Like it becomes so fun. It's no longer just trading. It's no longer just work, but it's actually enjoying the obstacles that come your way. Like it's almost like you challenging these institutions. Like, yo, institutions, you think you're gonna get me? Watch this. Boom. You start laughing at them and you're like, ha 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 ha. You didn't see that one coming. Maybe you thought I didn't see that one coming. You understand? So it's almost like a challenge. Like you're always challenged, because these institutions actually come for you because you realize that you're a retail trader, but trade like institutions. But it's still a retail trader, but trade like institutions. Do you understand? To a point when you actually overcome institutions. They don't even have. They have nothing on you. You're literally laughing at them like, really, really, you think we don't know what's going to happen now? You understand?
So who's your mentor?
Like today, the play out happened exactly the way I said. YouTube was my mentor.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that if you look today, that analysis that I put out there of the imbalance, it played out exactly the way I said it would. You understand? It played out exactly the way I said it would. How did I know that? That's what I'm talking about. Challenging yourself to actually beating the market makers, market movers. Doing exactly
What was the name of that buddy of yours, the one that was in the classes? What was his name? Bruce. What was his name?
Oh, Bryce.
Bryce.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard all those guys that they were messing up the group. They started a class with him this week.
Is it?
Hmm.
Yeah, but the thing is that
He's taking them all under the shop.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying is that the thing is that with Bryce, I feel like he's got the hello, and then I don't know what he has after that. He's got the M82, and then I don't know what he's got after that. Like, I don't know if he can trade like smart money. I don't know. I haven't seen that. Maybe he can. I don't know. But I'm just saying that I haven't seen him trade smart money. And another thing is that how can you have, I don't know, how do you have a mentor and you make more profits than your mentor?
Mentoring retail traders.
Yeah, I guess. Because I mean, if you think about it, like, how would you imagine if you had me as a mentor and I was making 100 rand a day? Would you have taken me seriously?
Man, I'll dump you.
You understand? You understand? So it's almost like, yeah, we want his knowledge, but what happens if he can't teach you how to pull the trigger? What happens if he can't take you into that psychology phase because he himself can't get out of it? Then all that he teaches you means nothing. If you can't execute a trade, doesn't matter how much you know. If you're afraid to execute a damn trade, if you can't do a trade off, then you're pretty much good at it's basically you're wasting your time.
That's so true, because I've had so much of losses and FOMO because I mean I entered at the wrong time. I just kept on not trusting my strategy. I didn't have everything on point because I just wasn't sure. Like it's just that psychology that makes such a big difference.
Yeah,
and knowing doing a certain thing, it brings so much of confidence that allows one to actually execute.
No, 100%, and that's why it basically becomes a situation where now, yes, I'm teaching you all of this, but what good is all of this if you can't trade? If you, as the mentor, can't even trade, how are you going to teach me? How am I going to follow in your footsteps? I mean, how can I say that I can make you guys 1,000 is, million is, whatever the case is, if I myself am not a millionaire?
True. That is true.
You understand?
So is Bryce not a millionaire?
No, what? What? No, man. Bryce, I even funded a 10,000 rand account for Bryce. Let me be honest. He was just making money from classes and stuff like that. But he wasn't well off. He's not well off at all, actually. Me and Faiz met him.
Michael, can I ask you something? In case of him, I don't know. He has knowledge. I've been in one of his classes. I think he does know his
100%.
stuff. What's the problem? Why can't he make money?
Because you see, that's what I've been. That's why you're here. Psychology. Stop running to the market. Stop running to the damn market. He wants to get in every opportunity he can. He wants to make the small 100, 2, 3, 400 rands. Why go for silver?
You can have gold.
Exactly. Why should we buy? Why?
All the ladies want diamonds. Men want gold.
Yeah. Why buy? Right? Why buy
available in diamond
at the retest
on a long-term basis?
Right? When you could have bought in between an order block. Same as this. Why run to the market when you can just wait for the damn market to come to this level? Let the market come to you. By that time, you would have figured out exactly what this market wants to do. You would have known whether this market is going to hold this level or not. You would have seen price action unfold. Why are you running to the market? Don't become a slave to the market. Let the market come to you. And again, psychology. You see, that's where traders' biggest downfalls are. Psychology. They can only make 1,000 rand a day because anything more and the inner you goes crazy. Like, what? You crazy? What? Hell no, you're not going to spend that type of money. Are you mad? What happens if you lose all of that damn money? Yo, what happens if I do lose all that money? Oh my gosh, maybe I'm going to lose all that damn money. So what do? Don't take the damn trade. Okay, fine, I won't take the damn trade. What happens if you took the damn trade? What happens if you took the damn trade at this level? Get me?
Yeah.
What if you took the damn trade at this level? Well, now you could have had a small fortune. But because your mind was like, oh, what happens if you lose that money? Oh my gosh, what happens if the market doesn't come back to this level? You're going to lose all that money. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So you need to get over that. And as long as you can't get over that, you will never be a successful trader. I'm going to be honest. You will never be a successful trader. You will have all the knowledge in the world. You can go and say, listen, I know Wyckoff, I know ICT, I know everything. But now, show us that you can make money from what you know. I mean, there's no point in going and learning to become a lawyer if you're not going to be a lawyer. There's no point in going and studying to do medicine, right? And you're telling yourself you want to become a doctor, and yet you can't get a job as a doctor. Well, then, what is the point of you studying? All of that knowledge means nothing. Exactly the same with the markets. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you can't maintain that knowledge, if you can't do anything with that knowledge means nothing. All you're going to be able to do is teach the next person, but as long as you can't teach that person how to use that knowledge, accordingly so he too can become profitable, then that person will be just like you. And birds of the same feathers will continue to flock together. That's why I don't mind when people take my students or take this or go create a group or teach this person, because yes, you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you can't apply the one thing that needs to be applied, doesn't matter how much knowledge you have.
Makes a lot of sense.
So, Marco, what specific videos did you watch on YouTube?
I watched everything. Sure. I watched everything. I watched all of Michael's, Mint FX. I watched everything.
It's Mint effect.
But you see, again, all they teaching you is the knowledge. Nobody can teach you the psychology. I can only bring it out of you to a point where it becomes a norm that you don't even think about it. And therefore, when you actually trade, it's almost like, you're so used to it. You're so used to winning. You're so used to winning. You're so used to winning that you can't lose. You see yourself as a person who cannot lose. And that's what needs to happen. You need to get to that point where you see yourself as a person who cannot lose. I am bulletproof in this market. And until then, you will continue to fall. You will continue to be taken out by these big bullies. They will continue to bully you. So you decide that, you know what? I'm putting on this gear. I am fucking bulletproof. Watch me.
Wow. Oh, that's tough.
So you need to be bold.
Very. If you go and ask Faiz, how many times did I need to tell him, listen, go in, to a point where it became a norm. Now he knew that at every retest I'm entering a position, into 2, 3, 4 positions. Sometimes he even went overboard. He did things I wasn't even thinking he would do. You understand? Now he holds 15, 20 positions.
Was Faiz your student?
Yes. That was the first millionaire after Samantha.
Wow.
Wow.
Samantha is a millionaire.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, you guys.
But her post doesn't make it look like she's a millionaire. Wow.
It's the same as Faiz. Faiz's posts are private. Unless she's praying, you will see them.
Wow.
So what do you suggest? What do we start off with? Do we start off with a demo account and just applying this strategy specifically over and over again until we master it, which it becomes part of our subconscious mind and our way of trading, where we become bulletproof that way? Or like how do we do this?
Well, I feel like the only way to really become bulletproof is to actually trade small accounts and build those.
Okay.
Because if you can trade a small account, then what will you do to a bigger account?
Sure.
If you can take 1,000 to 10,000, what are you going to do with a 10,000 account?
What is the smallest amount you've turned? Was it 200? Yeah, was it 200? Was it 500? Huh?
On my Instagram, I've got one for 400. I took 400 to 9,000.
Yeah. Wow.
It's on my Instagram, so you can go check. Yeah. But you see, patience, and I let the market come to me. I didn't chase the markets. Because if I chased the market, I was going to have a fear of missing out.
Was that in one day?
No, that was in 3. What? It was. I was holding. I think it was about 2 or 3 days.
Okay, so you were very patient.
No, but you see, I wasn't holding trades. I was in and out. Profits are profits to me. So
Copy.
not scalping, but intraday trading. So I was trading, like let's say I would trade that sell that just happened now. See this big candle that came down? Excuse me, let's say I took that. Then I'd get out, and from that I would have made about 1,500, 2,000 rands. So now I have 2,500. So from 2,500, I take it to 5,000. 5,000 to 7.5. 7.5 to 10 or 9. And then you would have found out that I would have had 20 trades that made me 9,000 rand.
Nice, thank you.
That's how we build small accounts. Profits are profits. You make 200 rand, and you feel like this is enough for you. Take that 200 rand. If you make 800 rand, take the 800 rand. You're still building your account regardless. All profits will help you in the long run because you'll have a 500 rand account. Next thing you have a 700 rand account. Now you've got a 700 rand account. You just made 700. You doubled your account. You've got a 1,400 rand account. Now you've got a 1,400 rand account. You take it to 2,000, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, 2,800. Soon
And I
you
think
have
that
5,000.
when you opened that, when you started with the 400 rand, you just opened one position.
Yeah.
Correct. I opened one position, but it had to be such a precise entry.
What was your leverage?
1 to 500.
I was doing a 500. My leverage is 1 to 500. I was doing 1 to 500. Now I do obviously 1 to 1,000.
Oh.
1 to depends. But at that time it was 1 to 500. So that was my leverage. And yeah, I'd basically go from. I would actually like scalp. So I would do something like this. Well, not really scalp, but it would be an in-day trade. That I would run on a 15-minute chart. I would never run on the bigger charts. I would run on a 15-minute chart. My account cannot handle drawback. So I would go to a 15-minute account,
obviously,
and I would look at price action here. So this is how I would work. I would work from 15 minutes, 30 minutes, one hour being my highest. 1 hour would be my bias. So 1 hour would be my bias. This would give me my direction in the market, right? This would give me my direction in the market. Let's say I wanted to now take this sell off over here. I would obviously just mark this territory, right? And then I would go to a 15-minute chart, and I'd be like, okay, fine. What happened at this level? Okay, fine. So at this level, right, we were waiting. The market came back, right? Now I'm waiting for a retest, right, after a break of structure. But now, where would my entry be? My entry would be on a 5-minute chart. So I'm looking for the same thing, but now I'm looking for them to have made a decision. So at this level, they made a decision to push up, right? At this level, they made a decision to push up. At this level, they then made a decision to push down. So automatically, I knew, right? We had rest, impulse, right? And then correction. That you would only see on a higher time frame, though. So what I did was like, okay, fine. What I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to wait, right, for the market to come to me. I'm going to take the high is this market went? To the closing of that candle. Right? So I said, okay, fine. We're now waiting for a retest at this level of support. Support needs to turn to resistance. That's what I got. I got support turning into resistance. So my first trade came in over here, and I would make 1,000 going down, right? I would make 1,000 going down, knowing very well that they'll probably mitigate 50% of that movement, which they did. And then as we tapped into this level, right, I would then enter my next position and continue to sell the market. And as we can see now, they want to make a decision. So what decision are we making? I don't know. But because the market went up, here it went down, I'm taking it that the market will come to this level and then back down. Understand? Now here, from here to here on both trades, I've doubled my accounts. I take my profits, right? I take my profits. I wait for the market to come to me. I'm here. Waiting for the market to come to me. The market comes to me, I enter. I sell, right? But even if the market comes all the way back up, I can still break even and I would have still had a account that was doubled. The market could never take this money away from me. That was in the bag. I banked that. Now that I have a loss, even though I didn't lose money, now that I have a loss, I'm going to give the market a break. Tomorrow is another day. I'll make another $2,000 or $3,000. By the end of the week, I would have made $10,000. With me. Yeah. Or you could use trend line. I don't use trend lines. Who uses trend lines here? Do you use trend lines?
I don't.
You could have, I don't know, first touch, second touch, and at the third touch you sell. So it's your first touch, second touch, and at your third touch, you sell. And then as the market continues to give you opportunities, you enter. You sell. And this level gets respected. You sell. There's many ways to do this. But the trend line, I don't know, it doesn't really work. Not for me, that is.
Yeah, trend line doesn't really work.
Now, for me, I feel like, I don't know. Because, I mean, we could say, fine, we're waiting for 3 touches. So we're waiting for 3 touches, then 1 touch, 2 touch. How long am I going to wait for the next touch? I might as well just say, when it comes into my supply zone, I'll sell the market. Pretty much work the same, in a way.
Yeah, zones are the best.
Did you see that? Where you can then say, okay, fine. Wait for the market to come to me, and I'll sell. Crazy, right?
Agree.
Anyway, guys. Oh, this thing's going crazy.
So Nasdaq is currently ranging.
What's that?
Nasdaq is currently ranging.
Let's see. Pretty much, yeah.
Be a certain time in the day where you say, okay, now I'm done trading for the day. Or you just trade 24 hours whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, I trade whenever I want.
Okay, and then you blind signal and start counting for the market.
Look at this. Even Wyckoff worked over here. Look at this.
Yeah.
So we had accumulation, push down, we had the spring, retest, equal highs, the accumulation. Yeah.
Isn't that everything you teach?
Yeah. That will show you how Michael even plays out in 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute talk, guys. Crazy, right? Yeah. Accumulation, spring, retest, we have high highs, reaccumulation, and if I call this spring, retest, maybe equal lows, not exactly what you have. But can you see how it all kind of like looks the same? History repeats itself. Not exactly, but it's very close. Can you see that? We have equal highs, probably get equalers. We get this and the spring. We have the retest. And price pushed up. Or
Check the head and shoulders there.
spring retest. Accumulation. Spring retest smart money. Smart money. Equal highs.
And you.
Accumulation. That's good to do it on a 5-minute chart. But that's definitely reaccumulation.
Okay.
Make sense? Maybe. I think I'm done. So what I'm going to tell you guys is wait for market to come to you. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Whew.
Sure, Marco. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Marco.
No stress, man. I'll see you guys on the other side next week.
Okay.
Cool, man.